Running a small business or nonprofit comes with enough challenges. Your accounting shouldn't be one of them. At Jacobs and Associates, CPA, LLC, we specialize in clear, reliable financial guidance tailored for small businesses and nonprofits. From everyday accounting to full outsourced CFO services, we help you make smarter decisions with confidence. Call us at 407 571 6995 or email tarsha at jacobs.cpa to discuss how we can meet your needs. Jacobs and Associates, your trusted partner in financial clarity. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes in Coffee. This week, I want to offer you encouragement. We often discuss the Lord's blessings, His glory, His grace, and everything. But this week, I want to talk to you about you. And I want to focus it on what the Lord has told us about ourselves and not allowing the world to steal our joy. The scripture for this episode is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I chose you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you to be a prophet to the nations. This week, I want to reflect on what the Lord thinks about our worth and not necessarily what the world tells us that our worth is. When God spoke to Jeremiah, He let him know that before the world even had a chance to declare anything, he was chosen by God. And I believe that's the way God looks at us. He approves us. He loves us. And He loved us so much that He was willing to put to death His own Son in order to redeem us. This world does a really good job at letting us know what we're not good at. It does a really good job at letting us know that we are not enough and that we haven't figured it out and that we haven't made it. And I want to illustrate this point based on a very simple analogy. I like peanut butter and jelly, so we're just going to go there. Let's say that you are the world's greatest grape jelly maker. Your grape jelly is world renowned. It is absolutely perfect. And on top of that, it's 0 calories and no sugar. You make a great grape jelly, and you will have many people within your circle that is very appreciative of your gift. But what the world will do is say, why can't you make peanut butter? Peanut butter is what's in, and what you are doing has no value. Why do you think you're all that because you can make jelly, but you can't make peanut butter? And I want you to know that the world does not validate the gifts that God has given you. And I want us to be careful that we do not focus on what the world says we should be doing, but only that which the Lord has blessed us with. In a real sense, if you are good at reading, but not great with numbers, that is a gift that God has given you to be good at reading. And yes, you have to work at your numbers, but it doesn't mean that you are less than. And vice versa if you're great at numbers, but not great at reading. There are many gifts that the Lord has blessed us with, and I want to make sure the world doesn't tear us down when we don't feel enough. There are times where you will watch TV and everyone is fit, everyone is in shape, everyone has the perfect one-liner, they have the perfect hair, they have the perfect everything. And sometimes that can make us feel a certain way. Or on social media, everyone has a perfect life, but we don't. And I just want you to know that just the way God made you, you are enough because the Lord declared it Himself. Because before you were in your mother's womb, He knew you. And how can I say such a thing? How do I know that you are worth it? Because God, who stands outside of time, meaning He can see everything and He's not bound by time, He saw you in all of your flaws. He saw me in all of my mistakes and still said, I will sacrifice my Son to purchase you and me and bring them closer to me. You were that much worth it to Him, and I want to remind you that you are still worth it to Him. Let us be careful in how we compare ourselves to others, because that is what is going to steal our joy. I would love to be 6'9" in the NBA, making a ton of money. but the Lord did not design me that way. And I'm okay with that. I cannot sit daily wondering why the Lord did not bless me in that way. That is not the gift the Lord has given me. And if I do not love the Lord enough to love myself enough to recognize what He has given me, then I will forever think of myself as a mistake. So I want to emphasize, focus on the gifts that God has given you. Focus on who God has created you to be. And you bring that gift to the world and you use that gift to glorify God. Do not let the world tell you how valuable your gift is and how valuable you are. And in the same sense, if someone else has a gift that you desire, it is not for you to disapprove or dislike said person because of that gift. It was given to them by the Lord. Comparison is a thief of joy. So let us not focus on that person, whether you dislike their gift or whether they dislike your gift. Focus on, am I doing what the Lord said I should be doing with my gift, which is to glorify Him? And I just want to caution you that when you recognize God's authority alone is what matters, we still have to make sure that even with our gifts, we are glorifying Him because He loves us. And we still have an obligation to choose Him if we desire that relationship with Him. This week, I just wanted to encourage you. So if you are out there making that amazing grape jelly, keep making it. If you have a voice that is beautiful, keep singing. If you have words that encourage, keep speaking. If you have a heart that is giving, keep giving. Do not let anyone tell you to withhold your gift for any reason. If you have found that this episode was encouraging to you, then I ask that you only share it with one person. This is Jerry with 5 Minutes in Coffee.